Page 18, I want you to draw a house with a yard and a fence. Okay? It can on 18. So on page 18, I'm going to draw mine, but you can't copy mine. You have to do something different than mine. Here's my house.
I draw it before you.
Whatever. And I'm going to put a window up here. There's my house. And then here's my yard.
You gotta draw a fence.
There's my fence.
You said fence.
That's it.
Oh, you want us to just draw it?
It's an underground fence.
Oh.
Okay, so somehow draw whatever you want to draw as a house and a yard and a fence on page 18.
Draw a little deck.
I should draw a hot tub.
You don't have to get. All I said was a house, a yard, and a fence.
You said
Do
we
a
were gonna
sidewalk.
do something different, so.
With as a house, a yard, and a fence.
So we have to go.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
Make
A house.
yours look different than hers.
Jeez.
Okay, can you help me out? Everybody needs a red and
Except me. Then that rich person looking at the top.
Sorry, I went over your page, but you can do this. You just ripped my thing, I'm so sorry.
How I used to draw every window when I was little.
Do it.
This is how I used to draw every window when I was a kid.
Same, bro. I even put that.
red. We'll get you a blue.
I
Okay.
never did that.
I always did them.
Always on the top, though.
Yeah.
Mine are really bad.
The what? Haven't I changed? No, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
You
I
have
did the whole
already
entire
anything?
right thing.
No.
I feel like my
Yeah,
house
that's
is
what
better than
I
everybody
did.
else.
Driveway?
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah. What? You said this has
What's
what
close
else?
to
No, I
red,
said to clean
right?
Yes.
And
it? These are over the well.
That's what you said.
Your hair looks like red, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
Like the water. She's on the move.
Yep.
Do you need?
Oh, I got purple. This is violet.
We good?
Same thing.
Anybody need any
that
other
away.
blues?
If I see it again, I'm
Like,
taking
like you're not sharp enough?
Like, put it in your bag.
My house.
I'll put it in my pipe and I won't get it out.
Okay.
I promise.
If I take it, you're not getting it back.
Until the end of the day.
Never. Okay.
She said, yeah.
Never. Okay, here's what I want you to do on page 19. Okay, you should have that drawn. Don't worry about the colored pencils yet. But on page 19, here's what I want you to start writing. We're going to talk about area and perimeter, which we already kind of discussed, but I want it to be in your notes. So, area we talked about is the space inside the figure. So next to area, I want you to write space inside the figure. And it can be any figure. Doesn't have to be a rectangle. It can be any figure.
Oh, we're gonna do that. Put that little crap, aren't we?
And then perimeter is going to be the distance around the figure. Or, what did you say?
A fence.
Distance around the figure, or somebody said something else when we were talking about it.
Just say.
Outside.
The outside, the fence, the outside. I'll say, I know what it was that they said. Somebody said outside lines, and I like that.
Okay.
So, with those two definitions, area is the inside the figure. The figure could be a triangle, it could be a square, it could be a rectangle. The perimeter is the lines around the outside. I want you to take the red and I want you to show me perimeter in your picture. And I want you to take the blue or the violet, whatever you were given, blue or violet, and I want you to show me the area of your figure. So what I would do is maybe start with the red with the perimeter, because that is your outside lines. Okay? You're going to outline every shape that you have in your picture. Your windows, your door, your house, your roof, your yard, also known as the fence. You're going to outline that in red, and then you're going to shade all the area with blue. So take a few minutes to do that. So what do I need to change my outline to? Red. So my fence.
Okay, did you do your house for your perimeter?
Yeah.
My house.
Because I don't see your house is red at all. The
perimeter of
outside
the
part of
house.
your house seems to be red.
Okay, and then we're going to color in all of the area with blue or violet. So here's my area. The red represents perimeter. The blue represents the area. I'm not a good colorer.
Scribble.
Okay?
I missed one.
Oh dear. There we go.
I'm definitely gonna get one of them.
Okay, let's talk about, let's go ahead and write in our areas for a rectangle and a triangle. And then we'll go to lunch, then we'll come back and do a couple examples. Or maybe we'll get them done for lunch. So, when we're talking about rectangle, you guys tell me what comes to your mind when you hear the area of a rectangle.
Box.
Okay? But what comes to your mind for the formula, to be specific? Length times width. Anything else come to your mind? Length times width was said. Does anybody have in their head base times height? Base times height. Okay, so let's put both of them up. So I've got a rectangle here. And if I want to do length times width, this would be my L, this would be my W. If I had a rectangle and I want to think of it as base times height, this would be the base, that would be the height. Doesn't matter which is which. The formula is still, you multiply the two together. So this would be length times width or base times height. Whichever one you want to think of is fine by me.
I think I might have to get a divorce.
Divorce from what?
Yes.
That would be all right. Okay, did you guys get this written down?
No.
No shame. Just
Hurry it up. Because I want to get a triangle in here. Does anybody remember the area of a triangle, how it's different than a rectangle?
I know it's different.
Well, let's talk about it. If I cut this thing here, okay, and I make this into a triangle, don't write this on your paper, just look up here for a visual. If I cut this into a triangle, I'm looking at this piece right here, right? Okay. What was the whole area? The whole area was base times height or length times width, right?
Divided by 2.
So if I'm dealing with a triangle is half of the area of its rectangle or square.
That's not a should be.
So it's going to be 1/2 base times height or 1/2 length times width. So let's go ahead and put that in. So we have a triangle. Actually, I want us to use base times height for triangle. Triangle, the area is going to be 1/2 base times height, and I'll show you why. I want you to draw these 3 different triangles.
Isosceles right.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'll let you do that when you come back. Here's why I want you to draw these 3 types of triangles, because here, what are the two sides that you need of a triangle?
The long side and the short side.
Okay, so what do we call those in terms of our,
The length and the width.
okay,
Base and height.
base and height, okay? So here's how you pick out the base and the height. You ready? Now we're for real. The base and the height are always connected by a right angle, okay? So in this triangle, this would be the base and this would be the height. The base and height are always connected with a right angle. In this triangle, the height of the triangle is actually outside of the triangle. So this would be the height and this would be the base.
Drop that on
Okay.
your notes.
And I know it because the height and the base are connected with a right angle. And then this triangle, the height is going to be on the inside. So this is the base and that's the height. But you're always looking for that right angle to be able to pick out what the base and the height is.
It's game day today.
Dude,
Okay. I'm going to give you guys 3 pictures. I want you to find the area of each one of these pictures,
And then we can leave, right?
and then we'll be done for today. And then we'll on Monday we'll
She's
practice. So here's your first picture. I actually want you to find area and perimeter. Area and perimeter.
Wow, you gotta make it like hard.
Okay, I'll pull this up so you can see it. Area and perimeter of each figure.
You figure it out.
Where do you
Area and
want these
perimeter.
at? Where do you want these at?
I'll put them away in just a minute. Okay, let's talk about the area of this rectangle. What is the base and what is the height of the rectangle?
20.
Okay, and this is a right angle. So they connect with the right angle, base and height. So for the area, we're gonna have 20 times 10, and what is 20 times 10? 200. And then the perimeter, what's this side over here?
10.
What's this side over here?
20.
20, so we have 20 plus 10. 20 plus 10 is 60.
6.
Okay, add all the sides for the perimeter, base times height. So, for the area here, I have 1/2 base times height. What is the base and what is the height of this triangle? 4 and 3. How do you know that?
It's a right angle.
Because they're connected with the right angle. Good. So I have 1/2 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is how much?
12.
12. What's 1/2 of 12?
6.
Good. Now what 3 sides do I add together for my perimeter? 5, 4, 3. So 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 3 is 12. How is that? Easy enough? Okay. We're going to save our worksheet for Monday. So I want you to put your interactive notebook away, and I want the colored pencils put in the box over there.
Here's the bag.